She didn't wake up that morning expecting war. She didn't open her eyes thinking today would be the day she'd bury every piece of herself to protect the only thing she had left, her child. She only knew one thing: survive. And yet, survival had turned into a slow, suffocating crawl through a life that seemed designed to test how much pain a human being could take before they finally shattered. Her name is Alicia. Not Alicia the strong, not Alicia the brave. Just Alicia, mother of one, abandoned by many. She had no cape, no special powers, no allies in high places. Just an aging Toyota, a heart full of unfinished prayers, and a mind constantly balancing between holding it all together and collapsing under the weight of it all. She wasn't a drug addict. She wasn't careless. She wasn't a villain. She was just tired. Tired of smiling at managers who clocked her in late, even when they knew she had no babysitter. Tired of heating ramen noodles with tap water because the electricity bill said, "Final notice." Tired of answering every "Mommy, are you okay?" with a fake laugh and another lie. She was just a single mother trying to make it. And the world, as always, punished women like her for even trying. What happened that day wasn't a sudden explosion. It was an eruption. Years of silent screams. Years of being polite in courtrooms that didn't care. Years of being passed over for promotions because single moms have too many distractions. Years of doing everything right and still being told it wasn't enough. On this day, it all snapped. It started like any other. A missed alarm, a cold shower, a child with a slight cough and no one to watch him. Then a missed bus. Then a boss who didn't care. Then came the straw. A stranger at the store accused her son of stealing. Her son. The only reason she was still breathing. They touched him, grabbed him, called the police, and in that moment, something ancient and unstoppable awakened in her. She didn't see the fluorescent lights of the store anymore. She saw every courtroom that silenced her, every man who walked away, every friend who turned their back, every system that pretended to care. And she saw fire. The headlines will later say she snapped. But what they won't tell you is what she was holding back. What they won't say is that for years she had begged. Begged the school to protect her son from bullies. Begged the landlord to fix the mold. Begged the world to see her not as a burden, but as a mother doing her best. They won't tell you that she only got loud after being ignored for too long. And they surely won't tell you that when she fought back in that store, when she defended her son like a lioness cornered in a burning cage. She wasn't breaking the law. She was breaking the silence. This is not just a thriller. This is a prayer in motion. A cautionary tale for a world that keeps ignoring its women until they roar. A scream disguised as a plot twist. A slow burn of injustice exploding into the kind of justice the law books don't recognize. It's what happens when love has no more tears to cry and chooses violence not because it wants to, but because the world understands no other language. This is the story of a system that creates monsters, then acts surprised when they bite. This is Alicia's story. She wasn't fighting just to survive that day. She was fighting for every woman who went to court and was told her voice didn't matter. For every mother who prayed over cold dinners and cold apartments. For every child who grew up thinking being black, poor, or alone made them less than. Her story is not pretty, but it is true. And in a world addicted to false peace and performative sympathy, truth is the real horror. The police didn't ask questions. The store didn't apologize. The court didn't care. To them, she was another angry black woman who had lost it. But to her son, she was the only one who had ever stood for him. To her community, she was the whisper that finally shouted. to herself, for the first time in years, she was free. Not because she won, but because she fought. What Alicia faced wasn't just poverty or racism or bureaucracy. It was spiritual. It was the ancient curse placed on women who dare to raise their voices. It was the unspoken law that a single mother must smile through her suffering or be branded unfit. It was the deep demonic system that feeds off quiet, obedient suffering. But Alicia didn't pray for patience that morning. She prayed for fire. And the heavens answered. Somewhere between the courtroom and the jail cell, between the sirens and the headlines, the world will try to decide what kind of woman Alicia was. But they don't get to. Because Alicia already decided. She wasn't a hero. She wasn't a villain. She was a storm. And if you've never been pushed to your last dollar, your last tear, your last breath, you wouldn't understand what she did. But for those who do, this movie is not entertainment. It's a mirror. This is Tyler Perry like you've never seen him. No wigs, no comedy, no forgiveness arcs. Just truth. Raw, bloody, unfiltered. Because sometimes the only way to save a woman's story is to burn down the ones who keep rewriting it. You saw her struggle. You saw her cry quietly. You saw her smile even when it hurt. You just didn't listen. Now you will. Because this is not a thriller. It's a warning. The last straw. When a good woman gets pushed too far, she doesn't just break. She breaks everything.
This is Unwritten Verdict.